New at 6 o'clock tonight, Uvalde school officials may decide whether to fire Police Chief Pete Arredondo this weekend at a special board meeting.
But what could that mean for the chief's license to be an officer in Texas? Investigative reporter Jeremy Rogowski is tracking the potential future of the embattled chief.
Well, Mia, even if the school district does vote to terminate Chief Arredondo, we discovered state regulators have limited authority, only in certain cases, to revoke a peace officer's license.
1 month after placing Pete Arredondo on leave, the Uvalde School District Saturday will consider his possible termination for good cause. But firing the chief for the flawed response to the Robb Elementary shooting would not trigger any immediate action against his license to be a Texas cop.
We don't have that authority. We can't do that.
Kim Vickers is executive director of TCOL, the Texas Commission on Law Enforcement, which regulates peace officer licenses.
Unless they're charged with a criminal offense and get adjudicated, we're absolutely out of that picture.
Vickers says anytime any officer leaves a department, that agency must report whether they were honorably, generally, or dishonorably discharged.
Does a dishonorable discharge mean that officer no longer can be a peace officer in Texas?
Not in and of itself.
Under Texas law, Vickers says it takes 2 dishonorable discharges to automatically revoke an officer's license. KHOU reviewed Arredondo's employment history: 15 years at the Uvalde Police Department, 8 at the Webb County Sheriff's Office, nearly 3 years at United ISD Police and Uvalde CISD since 2020. We found no indication of a previous dishonorable discharge.
Agencies all over this state are struggling to find officers.
Speaking generally, Vickers says it's not uncommon for cops with troubled pasts to land a job elsewhere.
And it is frustrating, the limitations that we have on actually trying to deal with some problem licensees. It just is.
Now, a couple of notes to all of this. By law, agencies are not required to publicly disclose whether an officer was dishonorably discharged. Also, any officer who does receive that designation has a right to appeal at a state hearing. Ron?
All right, Jeremy, we'll see what happens at that special school board meeting in Uvalde this Saturday. Thank you so much.